Okay, just to clarify, all of you out there, that 6-year-old they're talking about is my nephew. And all I was doing was being a nice uncle, encouraging the kid, making him learn some vocabulary, and of course, in the process, losing a few games, how kids are. Anyways, since I was being a nice guy, of course it doesn't pay off, because those two in the studio are never nice to me no matter what I do. But I'll tell you what, there's one thing they cannot find a fault with, and that is today's lineup. So, best word games out there, starting first with the classic.
Scrabble HD from Electronic Arts is incredibly easy to set up a 1 to 4 person game. It's simply about clicking and dragging letters from around the board to make words and earn points. The extra built-in features include dictionary, a digital reshuffle that allows you to move letters on your rack and spot potentially new words, the best word feature to use one of the computer's selection, and my favorite, the teacher feature, that bogs you down by showcasing the words that should have been a part of your vocabulary. All in all, a simple transition from board to tablet format with some added digitization.
Now look, there is no way you can argue a classic, and when it comes to Scrabble, it's a hands-down word game front runner. And of course, there are new digital added features, and it's all for free, so it's a must-have. Go download it. Now moving on. Now I have to ask you a question. What kind of mind will actually add Tetris to crosswords and make a game out of it? Well, the answer is a really interesting one. Check this out, it's serious stuff.
A simple, stylish and furiously addictive game, SpellTower can easily be described as a mix of Tetris and crosswords. The game is played by removing alphabets by connecting them to make words, with extra strategy added by gravity causing unsupported letters to fall. The game also provides a puzzle mode that ramps up the pressure by adding a row each time you make a word. But just when you believe that you've mastered the game, Rush mode is unlocked with a relentless timer that works its way to the top of the screen every few seconds, while you frantically lose your calm and juggle your vocabulary.
Now in the end, I have to say that it's a really fast-paced game that will test your vocabulary and of course presence of mind. And if you are somebody who likes playing word games, you will end up falling in love with this one. Now moving on to our next gem, which is mixing words with bubbles. Confused? Take a look, it's really interesting.
Worbble or Word Meets Bubble has a simple gameplay of forming words by bursting bubbles. The game offers users 2 modes to choose from. Starting first with the word mode, which is a race against time to burst bubbles to make as many words as possible and cross the target score. The quiz mode is a race of a different kind. Here you have a limited time to answer a question which can range from general knowledge to Greek mythology. Unless of course the timer runs out, and then it's game over. Overall, the gameplay is quite simple. Tap the bubbles to select the alphabets. If you've selected a wrong alphabet or want to undo a selected alphabet, there's always a backspace button at the bottom left.
On the downside though, there are no online options available, which means that you cannot play and compete with your friends apart from of course the leaderboards. So looking at that limitation, the price tag of 55 rupees does seem to be a little bit expensive. I'll tell you what, I'll suggest download the light version first because it is available, and if you like it, give it a further shot.